Hello friends, this is Angelica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through a large package that I got from scrapbook.com. These are new products that are either in the store now or coming soon. So I'm super excited to go through all of this product. I have not looked at it yet, but this little birthday bunny right here just made me want to stop what I had going on, come down here, turn my camera on so we can walk through this together. So what I'm going to do is pull everything out of its packaging, out of these plastic bags so there's not a lot of crinkle, and then we'll look at everything. I have everything out of their packaging and I just kept them in the piles that they were in the package. So why don't we start? Why don't we start with the rub-ons? So I am going to move these over here. Now I love rub-ons so much. I have used them for years. In fact, I have some old rub-ons, like 15 years old, in a drawer behind me. They're just perfect for acetate, for photos, just to make a quick background for your cards. And I am in love with this one. So this is called Birthday Animals. And I'm just going to open this up. I'm probably not going to open all of them up, but oh my goodness. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of creating with these rub-ons. Okay, so I'm going to open this up real quick. I'll just quickly do it. Okay, let me grab a piece of paper. All right, so here is some white paper. I can put them on so we can get a good look at them. So we have this cute bunny and oh, the presents. I love the vintage look. I love the colors of them. The no-line coloring, just what beautiful illustrations. And then I needed the white paper so I can see this bear. And the mice. This is so adorable. I'm going to need like 3 more of these. This is fantastic. So these are birthday animals. So I'm going to put these aside because I actually know exactly what I want to do with those. Okay, so the next one we have birthday party. This is fantastic too. The paper, there is a paper pad. Let me grab the paper pad real quick. I grabbed the birthday patterned collection paper. There's 2 different sizes. This is 6x8 and then this is an A2 size. And it has just beautiful, fun birthday prints, some solid prints. And these balloons are in here. So this would coordinate so great with this paper pad. You see you have some solid colors. I love this polka dot. I actually made tags out of these polka dots. They turned out so cute. Sprinkles, you have the balloons. There's candles on the other side. Yes, these are all double-sided papers. But I pulled this out because of the illustrations are like, here's that cake that's right here. Or this cake, the balloons that were on the other paper. So super cute. I love how it's coordinated. I see garland. So you have an adorable garland. I have garland like this hanging in my daughter's bedroom. So this is really fun. Okay, so this is birthday party. And then I also pulled out happy birthday, which is, it could be my favorite stamp set from scrapbook.com. I just make tons of birthday cards and this has birthday greetings in any size, lots of fonts. And it says, let's eat cake here. And there's a stamp that says that. And you can see I've used it quite often. And then this has coordinating dies. It does not look that that's going to match this particular sentiment, but like this happy birthday is in the same font as this smaller happy birthday. So I love that those are very coordinating. So now we have sprinkles and you have pretty dots and polka dots and then the sprinkles, and those sprinkles and dots are also, so here's sprinkles and then the dots. Let's see, they're overlapping dots. I think that's, so we have some overlapping dots here. Okay, so I'm seeing a, an influence here, and I love it. Oh, and there's gold in there. I don't know if you can see the gold here. Let me take this out. Gosh, that's really shiny. Let's see, I'll take it off this. Oh, I see. It's just shiny because Anyway, some of those sprinkles are gold. Some of these circles are gold. But I don't think my camera is going to pick that up because it's so shiny. But so there's the birthday party. This was sprinkles. I'm going to put this back in real quick. Okay, so then we have lights and lanterns. And cute. I'm getting Halloween for sure for this, for me. They're light bulbs. I thought that they looked like jack-o'-lanterns at first, but okay, so we have that. Oh, all that glitters. So you have some glittery rub-ons that you can put as a border or around this like watercolor wash. So that'll be really fun to work with. And then music, vintage scripts black. Love that. I love doing mixed media projects and this kind of distressed or music sheets. I like the print. It's just always really good for mixed media backgrounds. Again, this is the same, but it's in white. And then the same, but in silver. And it is silver. It does have that shiny silver to it. Okay, so polka dots. This is gold and silver. And unfortunately, I wish I could show that gold. You know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me just rub some of this onto the paper and then you can see the gold. So now we're just going to put this on the paper. It comes with a popsicle stick, so you just use the popsicle stick to rub that off, or you can use your scoring tool. I couldn't think of that right now. Okay, so this is about to come down. And I actually did a video on rub-ons in scrapbook.com's studio. So I'll leave a link to that video down below. And I'm playing with birthday rub-ons in that video and just showing different ways to use it on acetate, making shaker cards, and it was really fun. The whole experience was fun. The scrapbook.com studio was beautiful. Everybody there was just lovely. So I'm just slowly pulling this paper up, just making sure I got all of the rub-ons onto the paper. And so rub-ons are just really, really thin, like stickers. So you just need to help that adhesive grip to the paper. So that's why I'm using the popsicle stick. And then once you have it all done, I'm just going to leave it like that. You have a nice pretty background and you can see that it's shiny. And I do like to take the paper once I get it off. I turn it around on the waxy side, and I just kind of make sure that those little rub-ons are really gripped to the paper. So that's what the metallic or what the silver looks like. The gold's going to have that same shininess to it. So, okay, so moving on. That was the polka dots. And then we have confetti hearts, gold and silver. And then handwritten hearts, gold and silver. So there's a lot of metallics. I just did a video with this stencil. This is a 3-piece stencil that scrapbook.com has. It's called Spring Flowers. So this is, what is this called? Spring Flowers, gold and silver. So that's really fun. Now I use the stencil. Let me grab that card that I made with this. Here is the stencil. This is the stencil set. Like I said, it's 3 pieces. You have the flower, the centers, and then the leaves. And it is true to size. So it's going to be the same as your stencil set. And then I also pulled out the cards, a couple cards I made with this stencil set. So I was able to add some 3 colors with the stencils, and then I did some distressing. And I made a video on how I did this. So I'll leave a link to that video down below too if you would like to see how to play with these stencils. But the Spring Flowers is gold and silver. Elegant Floral. This will be pretty on a wedding card. I do like how dainty those flowers are. Snowflakes. I am about to go into my Christmas season, so this makes me happy. I'm always ready for some snowflakes, and this is gold and silver. We have spring flowers, black and white. So the white will be really pretty on on a darker background. Flower garden. This is really pretty. And you have black and white, and there is one showing it on the white on a darker background, so you can see what the flowers look like. Polka dots, black and white, and then snowflakes, black and white. Okay, so that's the rub-ons. It's going to be really fun to work with, and like I said, this is probably going to be the first one that I am going to work with. I just can't get over how cute they are. Okay, so now let's look at the stamp set, and I do have some coordinating dies off to the side that came in this package. I just don't know what stamps they are for, so I'm just going to put these over here and see if they pop up. So, first one is Hello Winter. Winter Wishes. You got a polar bear, sweater. If you like to color, but you don't like to get too intricate in your coloring, like these would be perfect. Just a little bit of gray on that polar bear. You have a little fox and some nice sentiments. I love this Stay Cozy. Oh, that'll be perfect with a sweater. Well, hello. So cute. This was in an SBC Fest video back in March. And this does have a coordinating die from that pile. So hello, or well, hello, and the coordinating die. I'd cross an ocean for you. How cute is that? I love the little balloons too. Happy Halloween, which I think I have the die for that also. And Trick or Treat. Okay, so we have Happy Halloween, or Spooky. Happy Halloween. And I believe that this was already released. They just sent it to go with the coordinating die. So, beautiful blessings. How are you doing? Really fun sentiments. I like that haunted house. And then the Trick or Treat stamp. Hi friend, you're so sweet. Happy Halloween. I love this little ghost. He's so cheerful. And then the coordinating dies. Okay. Aloha, sending sunshine. This is called Hello Summer. Soak up the sun. And my goodness, that is a big sun. Okay. And then we have some mixed media paper. I love mixed media paper. I love scrapbook.com's mixed media paper. It is so thick. And it can take a lot of abuse. These papers I did with, these backgrounds I did with this mixed media paper. And I put on layers of paste onto that paper, and it did really good. So we have, I have more. I already have a set of these, but I always can take more. We also have winter pattern paper. And here, let me get one of these open. This is, oh, here's the die. Here is the die to this, which one was it? It was the polar bear. Was that the, there you go. Okay. So this paper goes with this stamp and the Hello Winter dies. Let me get this open too so we can really look at this paper. This pad's going to be double-sided. And it's just very, I just love the color scheme of this paper. This color story is really nice. I like that plaid, or those lines. You have the trees. I just was in Sweden and we had these trees all around us. And the polar bears. Love that little house. That'll be really easy to fussy cut and put on your cards. Oh, look at that card. Love it. So, oh, fun too. A little village scene. Okay, well, that's what this paper is. Winter, and it goes with, it coordinates with Hello Winter. You have the Hello Winter dies. This is going to be fun to play with. I'm still, that sun is just really big. Love you to the beach and back. Yes. Lived in Florida for a while and I lived at the beach. Love it so much. Wavy sun. And And then, oh, there is a die for the Hello Summer. So it's going to die cut that big sun, soak up the sun, all the sentiments, little flamingo. Okay. And Beach Vacation. Oh, this is going to be really fun to play with. Nice. So you just make a beach scene. So I know what my next project's going to be. I'll just do a reminisce of Hawaii or Florida. I just love the beach. Oh, and then we also have the large Winter Wishes die set. And you're going to be able to, you get the polar bear, the sweater, snowflakes, a star, and then presents. And again, this all coordinates with the paper and the stamps. So that's fantastic. Is that everything? We had the rub-ons, the dies, and the stamp set. Yeah, I think so. So I got through that pretty quickly. Why don't let's make a card. You know I'm itching to get to these. So let me pull some products out and we will just quickly do something with these animals. So I already started cutting and I'm going to work with this little guy right here. So I'm just going to cut him out. Like that, and I want to make sure that these pieces, the backing doesn't separate from the paper. And let me just put these aside. I think that was all that I was going to use from here. So my plan is just a very quick and clean and simple card. Just have him in the middle and a sentiment in the bottom. But before I put him down, I do want to have a smaller panel because I'm thinking with his like the vintagey look of this scene, I want to put him on a brown background. So I need to trim this panel down first. And when I'm trimming my panels, I usually use a rectangle die. So this is the nested A2 rectangles. And I'm going to use, I think the third one. I do like this size a lot. I tend to go towards it a lot if I want to show, actually, I might even go further. Just so we can get a good look at the paper that it's going to be on top of. So that's a good size, and then a little sentiment right there. So let me run this through my die cut machine and then we will put together the card. So I'm just going to cut one of these off. Try and hold the paper to the wax paper. Okay. And like that. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Perfect. Then I don't have to use my MISTI. I don't have to clean my stamps. That's another great thing about sentiments or rub-ons is that it just keeps your workspace super clean too. Cleanup is so easy. So let's get these guys attached. So I'm going to push him down. Let me get this out of the way. I'm being very careful because I only have one of him and I don't want to ruin him. Because I just looked to see if this set is available and it says arriving soon. So I'll link this rub-on down below. And if you are interested in this, it is, what is today's date? It's the very beginning of June. So it should be in stock soon. And it's $4.99 for the 2-sheet package, which yes, like I said before, I'll be buying some of these for sure. I'm really hoping they come out with Christmas animals. That will be amazing. I'll make Christmas ornaments out of those. Okay, so I'm just pulling back very gently. I missed a little bit on the balloon. And just taking my time getting this off just to make sure everything is good. Now my popsicle stick skipped a little bit, and I think I pushed some of that green ink off of the pants, but that's okay. It happens. And you can't really tell anyway. Look at how cute he is. I mean, it looks like I just watercolored him. And I can't watercolor that nice. I love it. Okay, so yeah, I will definitely be buying more of these when they come into stock. All right, so let's try the Let's Eat cake. I have it off the wax paper. I'm going to be very careful. In fact, let me get my tweezers. And when I put my tweezers on here, I want to make sure, put that face down, these are a little sticky from the adhesive, but I want to make sure I'm not touching any of those letters with my tweezers because it will break up that letter too, break up the letters. Okay, I need it on this side. So that looks good right there. Yeah, that took me a couple minutes to make sure it's in straight. I don't know why I can't commit. It's just this little guy's so cute and I don't want to mess him up. Now these letters, it looks like they're either almost like an espresso brown or a really light black. But I love how thin these letters are. So I am just making sure I have that really pressed down good. And now I'm just going to, again, just slowly bring it up and make sure I have these pieces down correctly. So the K needs to go down a little bit more. Some of that T came up. Come on. That's good. And then let's see if the rest is good. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to take the back side, the more slick side. This side that the letters were on, it's a little grippy. And this side is like waxy. So I'm just going to use the waxy side. Just make sure those pieces are really gripped to the paper. And then we'll put this on a background. So, okay, so far I've used birthday party and birthday animals. And now we need to make a background. So let me clean this up and then I'm going to pick out a background. I did cut off some gold foil or gold polka dots, and I'm going to use that. I love gold and brown together. It's one of my favorite color combinations, and I really want this little guy on a brown background. So I pulled out my smaller pattern collection, the winter. I showed the larger one just a couple minutes ago, and I've been into this pack a little bit. So let's go towards the back of it so I can get that brown paper out. And it's right here. I made some Christmas ornaments last year where I distressed them and used a chocolate paint, chalk paint to paint them, and then I rubbed them with gold paint just to really distress them. Oh my goodness, it turned out so cute. So I cut a smaller piece because I don't need to fill this whole panel. I just need to have dots around the edge for some extra interest, because that's a little boring. So I'm going to grab my scissors and we're going to cut these into strips. Or you can use your paper trimmer. I'm just going to stay right here and do it this way. It's like that. And I'm just going to get this right on there. And since I'm going to have to push down on all of these little dots, this is going to take me a couple minutes. So I'm just going to speed through this, and I'll come back when I'm done. I will have this picture up in my gallery. I don't know if you know this, but scrapbook.com has a gallery. And I try and link to it as much as possible because it shows you the, I mean, it's kind of like my Instagram, and I don't go on Instagram that often. So that's where I like to post my work. And that way you like have access to the supplies I use, because it'll ask if you want to make a supply list. And you could do this too. If you don't have a gallery set up in scrapbook.com, you can just do it, go to your accounts, go to the sidebar, and when it's go down to inspiration, and then you can add your own project. And there's just a huge gallery, like main gallery, that you can just go and explore what people are up to, what they're making. And if you click on their picture, there will be a supply list on the right side of the screen. And then you can click on that, whatever the product is. So let's say you're interested in the birthday animals. You'd click on the birthday animals. It would take you to that page. And then there's going to be more inspiration on that page. Some projects that have been made with the birthday animals. And then if you go all the way down to the bottom, if there's a lot of projects made, it can't show all of the projects. So if you go all the way down to the page, bottom of the page, then you'll be able to say, let's say like there's 30 projects made with this rub-on. So then you'll have access to all 30 products instead of having to look at, you know, your feed forever trying to, like that's Instagram. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I feel like there's just so much going on in Instagram. Everybody's being drowned out, and it's really frustrating. So I just get a lot more inspiration from the gallery, from Pinterest. And you know, I don't even use Pinterest. I don't really know how to post. I've done it a couple times, but it's probably where I should be posting. I'll post on Instagram, but it's not my favorite place to go. I'll just put it that way. I've seen a couple people like trying to do different tricks to change the algorithm or bringing it to our attention with their posts, and yeah, so it makes me know that I'm not the only one who's frustrated out there right now. Anyway, be sure to check out the gallery. I will leave a link to my gallery down below, and then I always link from my blog. So be sure to head over to my blog too and say hi if you've not been over there. You can subscribe on my on the blog page. Okay, so if you have any that are kind of overlapping, you just fold them over. All right, so let me finish the rest of this panel, and then we will get everything attached. I am finishing up this last strip, and I am loving this polka dot background. And I still have gold foil or polka dots to work with. So let me get this out of the way. And then let's see what this panel looks like on top of it. Okay, I love it. So all we have to do is get these attached to a card and attach the panel. So let me grab a card base real quick. Actually, I pulled one out. Okay, so here's the card base. And I do need to trim this edge real quick. There's a little bit of gum up here from the paper pack. So let me go do that real quick. Now, just want to make sure that this matches. It is the same size. So I'm going to use 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive. This is from scrapbook.com. I do really love this adhesive. I use it every day when I'm crafting. I've been using this for years too, so I know some people will probably be a little annoyed because this does take an extra minute or two, but to me, I think it's worth it because this adhesive, there's like 90 feet or there's a lot of adhesive on this, and it's like maybe $3. I love tape runners. They're so convenient, but they don't have... Let me see how much there is in here. I know it's a big roll. So it has 81 feet. So not 90, but 81 feet. Yeah, that's still a lot. So what I did is I put the adhesive on all 4 sides, and then I put a strip in the middle. I only exposed the middle. So I'm going to just kind of line this corner up. Line these 2 corners up, and then that is how I can commit without really committing. Just in case I do need to move it a little bit, I can, instead of having all the adhesive exposed, because this is really sticky adhesive. There's pretty much no going back once you put it down, or you'll ruin your project, which I've done several times. I am out of it now, but there is a solution called Undo, which works so good if you do not like the placement of the panel, or you just need to take some things off and your adhesive's really stuck down. The Undo will instantly release that adhesive and not hurt your project. So it is a little expensive. I think it's $20 or $30, and I have not gotten a new one since I've used mine up. Okay, so I'm going to use 1mm foam adhesive on this panel just to give it a little bit of height, and the 1mm foam is my favorite height to work with, unless I'm making shaker cards. If I'm making shaker cards, then I will use 2mm, but this just, it doesn't get really bulky, it doesn't make your cards bulky, it just gives the perfect dimension. So I use this also on the majority of my cards. And it comes in different shapes and sizes, forms, the 1mm does, but I just like the roll the best because I can cut it as big or as small as I want it. And these Tim Holtz Snips just cut right through the adhesive. I do also use these, but they get gummed up from the adhesive quite often, and then I have to clean them because they're just too sticky to work. And I haven't had a problem with that yet with those. Okay, so let me make sure this, okay, right here. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the panel. I'm just going to expose that, but I am going to put a little bit of glue on it so that way I can move this around a little bit and get it into place and make sure I'm even on all sides before I expose the rest of the adhesive. So I think that's good. Let me get my 0 center ruler. And that side is even, and this side is not even, so this just needs to come down just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so then we're just going to give this glue a second to dry, and then I can just take the backing off. So let's just let that dry for a quick second. This glue does dry really quickly. I have RT's glue in this bottle. I don't like to use this bottle, it's just too big, and I can get the glue press, but the glue press is pretty expensive. And in fact, I did buy the glue press. I just never used it because these bottles work so good for me, and they're like a pack of 3 is $8. So I just have my glue press sitting in a box. I opened it, I looked at it, and I put it back in the box. And I said, you know, I'm just going to stick with my small tube. Okay, so now I'm going to take the backing off now, and I'm going to do it just like before. And I'm using my reverse tweezers. They have a really pointy edge. These are the EK Success pink ones, but I like to use these because, I don't know if you can see how pointy that is. They're just, like, you could stab yourself really easily with them. And they go right underneath the adhesive backing so easily. And I usually am not this slow when I'm working on my own, but I'm talking and walking through what I'm doing. So it does not usually take me 5 minutes to put a panel on a card panel. I can just zip through this. But there he is. Isn't he adorable? Like I said, this is not in stock yet. I have my message that I'm all set. You're all set. So I signed up, so I'll get an email and a text. And it is $10 marked down to $4.99. And then let's look up the birthday party also and see if that is available, because that one's so cute too. There's some garland on there I cannot wait to use. Birthday party rub-ons, and those are on notification also. So let me sign up for that also. Notify and text me too. Okay, so let me get this cleaned up and then we'll just go through our goodbyes. One last thing that I forgot to show was this die set, the Hello Spring die set. It excuse me, coordinates with the Hello Spring stamp set. I know a lot of people have been waiting for the dies, especially for the cards. But this is what the dies look like, and I just forgot to show that. So I will link what I can down below. I will also link my gallery and my blog, Instagram. And if you do touch any of the links that take you over to scrapbook.com, they are affiliate links. That's at no cost to you. If you do happen to purchase something, it just gives me a small commission and it helps me with my channel. I can keep buying supplies and making craft videos. So I truly appreciate your support. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. I have a lot of stuff coming, especially Christmas. I know I keep saying that, but I promise Christmas is right around the corner. And that is going to finish this video. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. Take care, friends.